This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. A VPN, or virtual private network, helps keep your private info private by masking your IP and preventing others from being able to see what you're searching for and what sites you're visiting. Using the highest encryption standard, they ensure that all of the data being transferred between your devices and the internet is encrypted, protecting you from hackers, surveillance, companies who data harvest. You can just browse the web anonymously. ExpressVPN also allows you to expand your entertainment selection if you're running out of good TV shows and movies to watch. It's really exciting to explore these streaming offerings from around the world by just changing your location. One of my favorite finds has been on Netflix when I use ExpressVPN to switch my location from the US to Canada. Suddenly, all of these Studio Ghibli films become available, like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle. ExpressVPN is super easy to use, has the fastest speeds, and 24/7 customer support. Find out how you can get 3 months for free by clicking the link in the description below, expressvpn.com/moon. Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you are doing very, very, very well. Tonight I'm going to be treating you to a variety of triggers, alternating with up close personal attention. So, the first trigger that I would like to share with you is this spool. I think you call this a spool of yarn. Gotta fluff, nose fluff, fluff, fluff. I really like the name of the brand, Peaches and Cream. I've been watching Jeopardy a lot lately, and I remember one of the questions was something like a skin tone that is fruit and dairy. And I was like, peaches and cream, or what is peaches and cream? It's always pretty exhilarating when you know the answer to something that none of the contestants do, because none of them got it. I always love the sound that the wrapper makes on yarn for some reason. It's just the perfect texture and amount of crinkliness or something. It hasn't rained around here in ages, and I'm a big fan of rain, probably because it's so rare around here. And I've been looking at the weather, hoping and wishing and praying for it to rain. And I even downloaded this app, Stipple, called Rain Tracker. Stipple. It shows you a map, Stipple, of where the closest places around you are that it's raining currently. And I was like, that's it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drive as far as I need to drive, even if it's 8 hours away. Stipple. Just to be in some rain for a bit. But I didn't have to. grocery store, and suddenly he says, "Aaron, look outside." And it was pouring rain. And we brought our stuff out to the parking lot. And I said, "What if by the time we get home, it stopped?" And he was like, "Do you want to stand in it for a bit?" Yes. So we just stood out in the parking lot in the rain until it stopped. It lasted about 10 minutes and has not come back since. Stipple, stipple, stipple. Stipple, stipple, stipple. But I think I enjoyed it to its fullest. Stipple, stipple, stipple. Our next trigger is a pop-up pumpkin, a pop-up pumpkin. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. This makes a really cool sound. I wasn't expecting it, but when I unfurled it for the first time, I did it like 80 more times. I think it kind of sounds like it's growing right before your eyes. Do you know what I mean? Like if a pumpkin were to grow super fast like Jack and the Beanstalk, that's the sound you would hear as it was growing. It's kind of like a beating heart. Or a butterfly perched on a flower, gently flapping its wings. It's got the stem right here, and the body of the pumpkin. Okay. Personal attention, personal attention. My little pumpkin, pumpkin. Just pressing my pumpkin. Press. Prettiest pumpkin in the batch. Prettiest pumpkin in the batch. You're such a beautiful shade of orange. With the loveliest stem. I love your stem. You've got this curly spiral of a vine that twists around from the top all the way to the ground. And a couple of leaves. Yours are absolutely gorgeous, and they look just like they belong. A little pumpkin. Next, I want to show you these Halloween stickers. I had the most amazing time recently going into a classroom supply store, like where grade school teachers go to get like the borders for toys and games and books, learning materials, but all the really special, specific teacher stuff that you couldn't get at just like Staples or Office Depot. So I had a really great time in there. It was really nostalgic. I'm amazed by how much the designs of things haven't changed in all this time. Like lots of the same art that was being used when I was in elementary school is still what's up. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite out of these? I really like the haunted house with little ghosty, and the scarecrow and the pumpkins. I haven't made roasted pumpkin seeds yet this year, and I've got to get on it because if I forget to do it before pumpkins leave the shelves, I have to wait an entire year. We can't let that happen. Okay. Going to come a little closer, and I'm going to pluck away anything that shouldn't be there. Going to pick, and going to scratch, Okay. Good. We're going to have a little visit with Eloise. Can never get enough of the sound. The bitter pattering sound of fingertips on top of the foam. A couple of people noticed last time that she seems to have developed some eye bags, and I honestly have no idea how that could have happened. She needs some sleep, so we're going to help her relax with some gentle tippity taps all over her head, and the back of her head. She likes them gentle but fast, soft but speedy. The other night I played Among Us for the first time with Chris and a bunch of his friends. It was weird. It was kind of like a triple date Among Us because it was us, another couple. It was over Discord, so they couldn't see my face, thank God, because I was bright red the entire time. And even for hours after we stopped playing, my face will not cool off, just because anytime that I feel like put on the spot, I get red. I hate it. And I didn't really know how to play. It was fun. The people we played with were really funny, made me laugh a lot. bantering with each other. I did not participate, but I quietly enjoyed the other day. I went to the mall and had a really good interaction with a cashier. He asked me if I had any big plans for the weekend, and I said no. How about you? And he said, yeah, I'm gonna buy a hat. Scratch, scratch, scratch. He didn't say that part. I said, what kind of hat? And he said, I don't know, what do you think? And I said, a cowboy hat. And he said, what about a train conductor hat? And I said, what about a newspaper boy hat? And we just, named as many hats as we could think of. And that was that. I just scratch, scratch, scratch. Really like it when I meet people who are very yes and. Like, it just feels like you could say anything in the conversation and it would be okay. Nothing's gonna make them judge you or give them pause. They're just sort of like calm and interested. I'm going to brush your hair a little bit, if you don't mind. Okay, so let's brush, 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 brush. Starting at the root, down to the tip, to the tip, to the tip. Root, the tip, root, the tip, the tip, the tip. What if we were to trim the ends just a touch, just a touch, just a touch? Okay. So to the tip, to the tip, to the tip, and snip, snip, snip. To the tip, to the tip, snip, snip, snip. To the tip, to the tip, to the tip, snip, snip, snip. Beautiful. Your ends are looking very fresh. Did anybody read this book as a kid? I'd entirely forgotten about it until I was at the store the other day and all the memories of it came rushing back. The little old lady who was not afraid of anything. I liked it because my mom always read things in funny voices, and there's ample opportunity for that in here. For example, basically the story is this lady is making her way through the woods, and all of these animated pieces of clothing are following her. Two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. And one hat goes nod, nod. There you can see her, the fearless little old lady herself. I would quite like to then I think I will do a bit of an inspection with my gloves on, my slippery, slidey gloves for doing crimes, but not right now. Don't worry about it. Crime for another time. So much better at tapping with my right hand than my left. It's a bit choppy, isn't it? Okay, so I want to inspect your face, just sort of get an idea of what exactly is going on here. Okay. Good. Looking good. Okay. Your cheek, your chin. Okay, and then just going to smooth over your face like that. Good. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay. I don't want to alarm you with this statement, but I was watching a Sarah Magni's video earlier, and it gave me lots of tingles when she said, "Don't cry. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Don't cry, come on, don't cry, it's okay. It's okay. Don't cry. Come on now, don't cry. It feels a little strange because you're probably not crying, I hope. And if you are, I don't want to tell you not to. I don't want you to feel sadly, of course. But I think crying can be very cathartic, and you don't have to worry about forcing anything down. Crying is okay. My hands feel so free now, so much range of motion. What will I do with this newfound dexterity? That's what, apparently. Okay, next trigger to hopefully bring you tingles. I've brought this bad boy out a few times now, and he seems to be quite a fan favorite, especially this move right here. level 80 as a red mage in Final Fantasy, and I forget what it's called when you program your game to automatically say a phrase when something happens. I want to say macro, but that doesn't feel right. Stipple. And I was doing a dungeon today where both of the healers had, let's just go with macros, I guess, macros on. One of them, was that every time they revived someone, it said, walk it off, walk it off, stipple, so it's just funny, there's somebody to be dead on the ground and then raised back to life, and you see in the chat, walk it off. And then the other one was, if I would have wanted you to take a nap, stipple, I would have sung you a lullaby. Stipple. Hitting you with the intergalactic porcupines. Or I think they kind of look like burrs, like they get stuck to your socks when you're hiking. They're really stubborn little seedlings whose mothers are determined for them to take root and grow in distant lands far and wide, to which only your socks can take them. Okay, now getting personal. I picked you a bouquet of flowers. I heard that you like sunflowers. I hope you like these. I was hoping to brighten your day, brighten your day with something colorful and fresh. I plucked them from my garden. The very best, the best of the bunch, just for you. The best of the bunch. Pluck. We've got these big, lovely leaves. Big, lovely, crinkly leaves. Do you like them? Rustle. Shaking off any water. Any dewdrops. Might be clinging on to the petals. Okay, good. Let's drop those in the face. Would you mind if I were to clip back your hair? Okay, great, because I've got this claw clip, and I'm going to use this claw clip to clip as you are most definitely experiencing a case of the smudges, a severe case of the smudges. But don't you fret. Don't fret. Don't fret. We're going to address the situation straight away. Gorgeous pink limited edition Muse tailored cloth. Just going to making sure it is dot. Okay, here we go. Okay. Good. You're doing so well. You're sitting so pretty. Sitting so pretty. Pretty. Good. Okay. Perfect. I will never stop loving the sound of this case for hair cutting scissors. Your impromptu haircut earlier was inspired by true events. I don't want to go get my hair done. I never have wanted to do that, so I cut it myself last night, and you can definitely tell, but that's okay. I just wanted to get my ratty, frazzled ends chopped off. I would feel a little bit cleaner and fresher, so you probably can't really tell, it's only maybe like 3 inches shorter. And we'll just pretend it's perfect. I won't tell if you don't. I must measure you immediately. I must measure you immediately. Don't mind me. Okay, so looking like from this side, when stuffing the hairline over to it, that side is precisely 6 inches and 4 millimeters. The distance from your lower lip to the tip of the chin is 2 inches and 2 millimeters. Excellent. Okay, then the distance from your right ear to your left is 9 inches and 4 millimeters. That is exactly what I was hoping to find. These are good numbers. Good numbers here. Okay. But you will need a bandage. Okay? Everything's fine, but it would just look adorable on you. This right here is a classic case of ARB. ARB, aesthetically required bandage. Okay. So it's either